What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have a Kimber on the table. And what Kimber is it? Well, you probably saw the title. It's the Stainless II. But I just wanted to point out this box. Now, I don't know if this is a new thing. This is mid-2024 when I picked this up. Is the other Kimber I bought a couple months back, I think, came in a little tiny cardboard box and none of the extra stuff, and it was more expensive than this one. So I'm not sure if this is like a new thing, because this is a massive box. So it says Kimber, what all guns should be. I was kind of interested about this. Look at this, built by American hands. Now, I just want to say something about that. Yeah, it says on the other side here too, built by American hands. And that statement is correct. They are built by American hands, but you notice it doesn't say made in America, because there are very stringent rules to be able to say made in America. I believe it is 100% of all the materials used in that product have to be made in America by Americans, as far as I know. If not, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's why you won't see made in America or made in the USA on a lot of things. You'll see assembled in the USA, built by American hands. So it's kind of a play on words, because I'm sure Kimber probably uses some outsourced foreign parts. It wouldn't surprise me, but because a lot of companies do that kind of stuff. But here's the box. Let's open it up and see what we get inside. And it's got cool pictures of the dude shooting. It's a real nice box. And this one came with this very cool, let's get this box out of the way. This very cool Kimber range bag. That's cool, man. I could always use an extra range bag, keep your pistol from getting damaged and stuff. But let's see what you get in it. So front pocket, you get, okay, there's a lock. Oh, that's cool. They gave you a bushing wrench, fiber size 06, and they give you extra fiber. They give you your bicycle lock there. That's cool. Extra fiber, and they marked what it is. And it gives you instructions on how to install it. That's very cool. Get you a Kimber sticker. And I believe that's it in there. And you got a secondary pouch out here. I don't think there's anything in there. Let me turn this around. Nope, but you can hold magazines. So it does have elastic little carriers there, little holders to hold magazines. And then you get the pistol. And there it is. Let's get this bag out of the way. Let's get this over here. There it is, guys, the Kimber Stainless II. So before we get into, that's a good looking gun, man. Look at those grips. So before we get into all the specs, features, the basic tests I like to give, let me just give you a little background history on Kimber and myself. So way back in the day, I bought a Kimber probably 18 years ago, maybe 17, 18 years ago. I bought a Kimber. It was a Clackamas gun, and they had already moved to Yonkers by then, but the Clackamas guns were the first ones built in Clackamas, Oregon, which is where their factory was. Now, and those were renowned as being good guns. Okay. Long story short, I was shooting it. It had severe barrel bounce. It blew out the end of the barrel bushing here, and the recoil spring plug, all that stuff went flying down range. In an indoor range, they had to stop. They had to cease fire on the line and pick up all, so I could go out there and pick up all the stuff. I swore off Kimber that day. I went and I purchased a Les Bear monolith heavyweight, traded in the Kimber, and I haven't messed with them since. Then, I just swore off Kimber. They were having a lot of issues. Even then, they were having issues at their Yonkers plant, and I swore that I would never buy another Kimber. Fast forward to, what's this, mid-24? Probably beginning of 24? No, it was actually for my birthday. For my birthday, I went and the wife bought me, I picked up a Kimber lightweight Shadow Ghost. You've probably seen the review by the time you're watching this. If not, it's coming soon, but it's probably out already. And I was very impressed with that gun. And I said, okay, Kimber might have changed up the game. I think they're stepping up their game, and their quality is it has come up. It's my opinion their quality has come up. Now, just briefly having eyes on this pistol and holding it, I believe that statement to be true. Now, I could be proven wrong when we go out to shoot the live fire range portion of this review. But as this sits right now, this is a very nice pistol. I think I paid $749. So $750 from PSA. I picked this up. Color me impressed. I believe Kimber has redeemed themselves. And you guys ain't got to trust me, but I'm just telling you, I have a feeling, based on the two examples that I now own, Kimber has redeemed themselves, in my opinion, from the problems they were having early on. When did that start? I'm not sure. But yeah, I would not hesitate to recommend a Kimber to somebody. Now, let's go over the pistol itself. Again, caveat all that if we go out to the range live fire portion, because it has not been fired. This is brand new. I'm just getting this home and doing the full review on it. We're going to take it out and we're going to bust the first shots. The first time I shoot it, you're going to see it. And then we'll see what happens, man. So I might be proven completely wrong if we get out to the range and this thing fails. But as you can see, let's go over the gun. Front and rear cocking serrations. They're the wide style. They're pretty grippy. I don't have a problem with their grippiness. They're pretty grippy. Kimber emblazoned on the side. Not my favorite, but it's cool. They're proud of their gun. I get it. Red fiber optic front sight. As you saw, it comes with extra fiber optic rods. This is the classic, like, proprietary Kimber rear sight. It's very cool. It's got the serrations on the back, so you can see. Let's see if we can get there's the sight picture on there. This is an all stainless gun, so it's kind of hefty. It comes with one. That's one of the issues. This is a 7-round. This looks like it might be a 7-rounder. Anyway, it comes with one magazine. So you'd figure with all that box, just let me rant here a little bit. You figure with all that box, range bag, all this other kind of crap, you could throw in listen, get rid of the cardboard box, get rid of the range bag, stuff like that. Throw me an extra mag, throw a dog a bone. Like, give me an extra mag instead of that kind of crap. But they're not the only ones that do it. Come to find out, Colt's doing it now. Springfield Armory's doing it now. There's a lot of, well, I don't want to say a lot. There's several gun companies, big American manufacturers, that are doing it now, and it's kind of disconcerting. This looks like, no, I think that's a metal mainspring housing. Yeah, that's metal. Where were we? One magazine. This does have a full-length guide rod, which, again, not my favorite, not my most hated. I take it or leave it. If it comes on the gun, I'll probably just leave it alone. I prefer them without it, but, lockup seems there's a last little bit of travel. Let's see if it locks up pretty damn tight. That's very cool. I dig the fact, let me tell you something. I dig the fact that it's not black accent controls on all here. I like it all stainless. That's pretty cool. The only black you get is the sights and the back of the hammer here. Everything else is all stainless color. We got our aluminum trigger with the 3 speed holes in it. This is the Videcki style trigger. Extended mag button, extended mag release. It's kind of cool. I dig that. Kimber's standard beaver tail grip safety that kind of sticks out. This one's a little bit rattly, a little bit more rattly than the other to a point, and then it's nice and positive. So we'll see. Pretty positive on-off thumb safety. Extended thumb safety, not ambidextrous. Okay. Slide stop is kind of got that cool undercut right there. I kind of dig that. Very positive on-off on the thumb safety. I don't even have to change the plunger tube spring out to a Wilson Combat. It's normally what I do, but I don't have to do that on this one. Very beautiful grips. Look at these grips, man. And I did get the used Allen head screws on this and not the regular ones. Again, I think this is a aluminum or metal. It's definitely metal of some kind, which is cool because the other lightweight Shadow Ghost is plastic. They're using a plastic mainspring housing. Delta style hammer. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this thing. It is the standard, 1911 barrel where the ramp is in the frame and in the barrel in the chamber. So it's very, dude, I think this gun is really good looking. I think it's got beautiful grips. I think it's a beautiful all stainless gun. Ejection port is very lowered and flared. Not relieved in the front though. Stainless steel barrel, says 45 ACP on the hood. There is that little hole up there. It's a loaded chamber indicator. So you're supposed to be able to look down in there and see brass. If it's dark, maybe use a little flashlight or something, but that's what that's for, loaded chamber indicator. And yeah, it's just basically a standard Kimber 1911, but their quality really has stepped up, man. One thing I did notice is, look at that. There's a little Allen wrench one. Normally that's the screw to remove the mag release. So let's just see what the weight of this gun is, because this is a ridiculously good looking gun, man. I am impressed. I will say, in my eyes, Kimber has redeemed themselves. 37.33, and with the factory supplied magazine, 39.67. All right, now let's get a trigger pull on this gun. Let's make sure this gauge is working. And it looks like it is, I hope. Here we go. 3.38. The trigger, guys, the trigger on this thing is fantastic. Let me reset it. 2.86. And let me reset the gauge again. 3.20. Look at that, 3.20. So the trigger is ridiculous on this thing. There's just a little bit of take up, and then it breaks. A little bit of take up, it breaks. It's fantastic. I forgot to do some of the checks I normally do. Let me do them real quick. Push down the barrel hood, absolutely no movement. I could tell there wasn't going to be none by that little lockup right there. It locks up solid. No side to side movement on the frame. And slide, again, thumb safety is super positive on off. Does it work? Yep. Does it fire when it's off? Yep. Let's check the function of the grip safety. Let's check the engagement. It's probably about 60-70%. That's not bad. Does it work? Yep. Let's push the hammer forward, seeing how it is a 3-pound trigger. Does it ever fall? Nope. Hammer does not fall. So that's good engagement between the hammer hooks and the sear, man, it's fit, finish, so far quality control. There's no glaring issues in the finish with this thing, or chipped grips, or anything real nasty that stands out right away. So the only test left is to get it out on the range and do the live fire portion. So let's get out there and do that. All right, folks, live fire portion in this review. We are out here with the Kimber Stainless II. We got 7 rounds of reloads. This is the magazine came with, 7-round mag. We got our C-zone steel at about 25 yards, and let's just shoot it up, man. Let's see how she does. Whether or not she proves me wrong, we'll see if it works. So far, so good. Okay. Look at that. Okay, everybody. Accuracy portion. We have our 3-inch shoot and see. We got our Kimber Stainless II. We have 3 rounds of the same stuff I've been shooting today, 203 grain blue bullets. I'm going to go back 7 yards, and we're going to see how she shoots. All right, guys, not bad, not bad. Not as good as the Kimber Lightweight Shadow Ghost I have, although I could have been having a really good day. So let's go back and get the final thoughts. All right, folks, final thoughts on the Kimber Stainless II. I think it's pretty good, man. I think, in my opinion, Kimber is doing better than they were when I swore off of them. I don't remember, 15, 20 years ago, somewhere in that range. You guys saw that bobble it had in there on that last round. I think I attribute that to the magazine. I wanted to show you something. So not only does Kimber only give you 1 magazine, but again, I've since experienced the same thing with Springfield, Colt, a lot of these major manufacturers in regards to 1911s, only give you 1 mag. So not only did they give you 1 mag, it's a Kimber branded mag, but notice the follower. Look at trying to put, I don't know if it's picking it up. See how the follower's hitting the front, and you got to kind of push the follower back. You got to kind of push down and push the follower back to get that first round in. And that's the last round of the mag that jammed on. Could be that. After that, I switched to a Mekar mag, a 7-round Mekar mag. I had no more problems. As a matter of fact, it felt like it was feeding them smoother. And Mekar makes fantastic magazines. So there was that. Other than that, accuracy was okay, but again, I could probably shoot it better on a better day when it was not as windy or all the stars aligned, but it was good enough accuracy for 7 yards. I dig the styling, everything else. Yeah, I got no complaints other than I did find out now, and it's not a complaint, I just wanted to add something. I did find out, so when I filmed the tabletop, I brought it home, I filmed an unboxing short, then I filmed the full tabletop review. So I didn't take it out of the box and clean it or anything out because I knew I wouldn't be able to shoot because it was raining, wouldn't be able to get out till the next day, which is today. So as soon as I was done filming the tabletop, took it in the gun room, I cleaned it up. And as I was cleaning it, I noticed something that maybe I forgot about it. Maybe I didn't even know, but I think it's the 2 designation on Kimber pistols that have the firing pin block. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's the 2. I think all the pistols that have the whatever 2 get the firing pin block. Doesn't really matter that much to me. But I did notice that, and I thought I'd mention it. Does have the firing pin block, and here is, I don't know if you can see it in there, maybe not. There's a little pin that lifts up and pushes on the firing pin block that is activated by the safety. So that's one of the reasons I don't really have a problem with it, because this gun still has a fantastic trigger. It really does. So this isn't like a Colt where it's activated by the trigger and it can affect the feel of the trigger. This one's actually activated by the grip safety. So it doesn't interfere with the trigger at all. So you still get a fantastic trigger. Yeah, my only complaints are, MIM parts, stuff like that. But for $750, man, I think this is a really good looking pistol. And I'm convinced that Kimber is doing better. We'll keep shooting it. If there's any more problems out of it, I'll let you know. But I give this one a thumbs up, man. So thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time.